Hello and welcome to the Murray Center as the 22-3 Rhode Island College Anchormen take on the 5-20 UMass Dartmouth Corsairs in the first round of the Little East Conference Tournament. The postseason has begun in form tonight. We have games going on at the moment in the women's side. The men's games will be starting in the next few minutes, but the top seeded team in the men's bracket are these Rhode Island College Anchormen, and the bottom seed, conversely, are these UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. And it doesn't matter what your regular season record is because it's survive and advance, win or go home. So one bad stretch of basketball and you could be playing golf, as they like to say, over the next few days. But we expect these Anchormen to make the NCAA tournament regardless of their LEC tournament run here. But expectations here inside the Murray Center, if they keep winning, they'll be here. They win tonight, all games will be played here on Friday. So a big game here to start things off for the Anchormen. As the Corsairs come in, these two teams played just a few weeks ago. The Anchormen handled their business in that game, won by 11. We'll see what the Corsairs have in store here tonight. Hi everyone, I'm Jared Ware, joined as always by Dan Chairs. Dan, you ready for a little LEC tournament action? I think I got it. Well, which one are you using?
Warehouse.
Yeah. We got an issue with headset 2 there.
What headset am I working with?
You're working on 3 right now. We'll figure that out, though, at the half.
All right. Hello, Jared. Good to be here. LEC action. We weren't expecting it. We didn't realize that all 8 seeds have made the postseason. Usually it's just the bottom 2 go home immediately, which I think is a better idea because UMass Dartmouth, they're 2-12. RIC is 13-1.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm sure Coach Walsh has his team ready to play today.
Yep.
Because they want to get to the NCAA tournament, and
Exactly.
I think they're going to make the NCAA tournament even if they lose tonight.
Yeah.
But because they're 16th in the country right now, they have wins over some pretty good schools in MIT, and then EastCon is a pretty good win themselves. So other than that, I think Rick's going to come out on top today. But it looks like we have no Mike Neal. He's a typical starter.
Yep.
And so you only got Carter, Gay, and Burton as your regular starters. We'll see who else starts for Rhode Island College tonight. But these two teams met 2 weeks ago. Rick pretty much dominated. Rick's a much better rebounding team. Best rebounding team in the conference, plus 5.5. UMass Dartmouth is pretty bad, negative 5.5 on the glass. Yep. And plus they don't have Mike Rotunda, their best player tonight. Yep. So it's going to be a tough one for the Corsairs to come out on top. So, Warehouse.
Send it to the floor here for our national anthem and starting lineups here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Murray Center for tonight's men's quarterfinal Little East Conference Tournament game between the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs and your Rhode Island College Anchormen. At this time, would everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem? And now, let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the visiting Corsairs, at guard, a 6-foot freshman from Worcester, Massachusetts, number 11, Jasek Louisville. At center, a 6'7" freshman from Lynn, Massachusetts, number 30, Wale Abraham. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Northampton, Massachusetts, number 31, Jake Laga. At forward, a 6'4" junior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 25, Elazar Clayton. And at guard, a 6'2" junior from Worcester, Massachusetts, number 24, co-captain John Genkos. Head coach of the Corsairs is Brian Baptiste. Assisting him are Len Desortels, Ed Rodriguez, and Marek Kulig. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your Rhode Island College Anchorman. At guard, a 6'4" junior from North Kingston, Rhode Island, number 12, Tom DeShantis. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Providence, Rhode Island, number 15, Ethan Gay. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore from Brookline, Massachusetts, number 41, Jacob Page. At the other forward, a 6'6" sophomore from New Rochelle, New York, number 35, Chris Burton. And at point guard, a 6'2" senior from Brooklyn, New York, number 3, co-captain, Tariq Carter.
So we have our starting lineups here tonight for the Anchormen. It's going to be Tariq Carter, Tom DeShantis, Ethan Gay, Chris Burton, and Jacob Page. And for the traveling Corsairs, it's going to be Jasek Lewis, John Genkos, Elazar Clayton, Wale Abraham, and Jake Laga. Corsairs headed up by Brian Baptiste. His staff includes Len DeSolettes, Ed Rodriguez, and Marek Kulig for the Corsairs. So we're set to go here. The Little East tournament, one of the better tournaments in all of Division III, I would say. Tightly contested conference, a bunch of good teams. You got EastCon in there. Keene's going to be tough. You got the battle between the 4 and the 5, which is UMass Boston, and off the top of my head,
Southern Maine.
Southern Maine.
Yeah.
The winner of that game will play the winner of this game. That'll be on Friday night.
Friday night, hopefully here inside the Murray Center, we're gonna Anchor TV and WXN are gonna be broadcasting that.
We should be. We have all the rights thanks to the Little East accommodating us here. For those of you wondering, the Anchor women on the road right now up 12 over EastCon as we got the opening tip. Long ball. Gay chases it down. Had a look at a layup in the paint. A little too strong there, and Louisville's going to walk it up.
Yeah, you don't see that happen too often. The tip went right towards the RIC basket.
Genkos almost up and down there on the baseline. Got it off to Laga. Jumper from the elbow by Clayton is a bit too strong off the back iron. Tariq Carter pulls down the rebound. Ball quickly rotated to the baseline, and Chris Burton knocks down the jumper from about 12 feet. And we got the first basket of the night, and that goes to Chris Burton.
Chris Burton emerging as a starter this year. Wait till we see what we got from Chris Burton next year.
He has been tremendous as a sophomore, averaging right around 10 points, 6 rebounds. It's a rebound by committee here for this Anchorman team as Clayton gets all the way to the rim and finishes off the glass. A powerful move there from the strongly built Elazar Clayton. Page looking to respond on the opposite end, missed the baseline runner.
Yeah, it should have been a made layup by Jacob Page right there. He's not a usual starter. Started earlier in the season, and then he hasn't started till tonight with no Mike Neal.
Louisville to the baseline, picks up his dribble, bounces it back up top, and we got the ball back at the perimeter with Laga. Laga penetrates, has to kick it back out to Genkos, who up fakes. Good ball rotation to the corner. Laga fires too strong. Rebound snagged by the diminutive Ethan Gay, but he's averaging about 3 rebounds per. Burton slicing through the paint, a little too strong there with that right-handed shot, but he gets a steal there, gift from Clayton, and we're going to get a foul there as it was Burton penetrating into the paint, draws the foul there on Clayton, and Clayton's got to be careful. He fouled out the last time these two teams met on February 5th. Actually, 3 Corsairs fouled out in that game.
Yeah, I was going to say Clayton had a rough go the first time. He had 2 fouls in a matter of 2 minutes or so.
We got Burton at the stripe here, shooting 2. The first is pure. And we got 3 points on the night. All of them so far have come off the hand of Chris Burton. The superstar sophomore was player of the week just a few weeks ago in the LEC. A bright future ahead.
We got the RIC softball team just walked in the doors. Hello, RIC softball team. Good luck this season.
Burton connects on the second. We got ourselves a 4-2 ball game here. Anchorman with a slight advantage. Fired off into the corner. Laga has it. DeShannis defending aggressively. Ball back up top. Clayton working on Burton. Gets past him into the paint. Tries to finish with a finger roll at the rim and draws the foul there. And they're going to call that.
It's going to be on Jacob Page.
Call that on Jacob Page. It's going to be his first foul of the night. Going to the line to shoot two is Elazar Clayton from the charity stripe on the season. Clayton is 60%.
Rounding up there, Warehouse.
Front iron, unkind for Clayton there.
Clayton's a big boy, so Burton's going to have to look out. Burton, they got some length on this team. Wale Abraham, you know, he's a pretty big kid for Division III standards. So Chris Burton will have his have some work to do down low.
It's 4-3 inside the Murray Center here. Again, the first round of the LEC tournament. Games getting started across the conference at the moment. Well, a few games will start a little later with women's games preceding them. As I mentioned, the Anchor women on the road. DeShannis attacks the rim off the glass and gets it to go there with the right hand, and that was a tough finish there by DeShannis, who's been on fire lately.
Tough finish, good take, because Genkos overlooked it on the pass. DeShannis decided to take it down low.
Good feed inside to Wale Abraham, and he missed a little bunny. Got to finish with conviction, does the freshman. Ball back with the Anchorman. Carter crossing over Laga, penetrates, kicks it out to the corner for three. Missed everything to Jacob Page, but Ethan Gay picks himself up a rebound, and he goes to DeShannis in the corner, who knocks down that three ball.
This could get a big lead here from Rhode Island College. DeShannis loves to take the outside shot. Leading three-point shooter on the team, 39%, which is probably one of the better in the Little East Conference.
Laga tried the baseline floater, was just a touch too strong there. Jacob Page snags a loose ball underneath, and Tariq Carter's running. Laga putting some pressure on, and we're going to get a foul there called on Jake Laga.
Yeah, Laga, you know, I thought Tariq Carter was going to pull himself away from covering defender Jake Laga, but eventually Laga couldn't keep up and follows him.
Cruz and Roberts are going to check in for the Anchormen. Ethan Gay and Chris Burton are going to take some seats here, and we're also going to see Abby Akani check in for the Corsairs. He's going to replace Elazar Clayton. They're going to have to manage Clayton's minutes, as I mentioned. He fouled out of that game. Akani fouled out of that game, as well as Wale Abraham. So the bigs for the Corsairs are going to have to stay on the floor tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say Clayton's fouled out 4 games. Clayton's fouled out of. Akani 4 games, Abraham 3 games. So this team fouls a lot.
We got a travel on the low block committed by Tariq Carter. Possession's going to go back to the Corsairs. It's 9-3 here inside the Murray Center. Lewis is going to bring it up. Cruz defending. Fired into the corner. Jenkos has it. Rotated back to the top of the circle. Akani picks up his dribble. Page pressuring. Off to Abraham. Abraham slashes to the rim and finishes with a little kiss off the glass there. Great move by Wale Abraham.
Great move, great take. A lot of freshmen on this UMass Dartmouth team. Not one senior is on the team. They lost, I believe it was Isaac Jenkins last year, who was all Little East kind of player.
Into the paint goes DeShannis. The floater missed everything. Got a little bit of a shoulder shove there by a Corsair in the paint. Roberts nearly had the rebound, but it's back with the Corsairs. Jasek Lewis, who we saw play a big role in the last meeting between these two teams. But he's really going to have a tremendous game here. Nearly had the circus finish in the lane, and we're going to get a travel underneath on Roberts, who snagged the rebound, tripped up on Louisville, Possession's going to stick with the Corsairs. Naheem Sanders is going to check in, as well as we have Moises Boulou checking in for the Corsairs.
Didn't see any of Moises Boulou last game.
Jenkos is going to inbound it right into Boulou. Top of the circle here, this is Laga. He hands it back off to Boulou. Sanders is defending here in the open court. Bounced inside, Akani has it. He's working on Cruz, gets a little space. 18-footer off the front iron. Didn't get that one to go, and that's gonna go off the hands of Steve Roberts. So an extended possession here for the Corsairs as we have a media time on here. 15:52, it's 9-5. Dan Cheris, what are your thoughts so far on the start of this game?
I was gonna say, good start to the game for Rhode Island College. I mean, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, taking some threes, making them. Steve Roberts right there, pretty much 3 straight possessions. He could have pulled down a rebound.
Yep.
One on the Rick's basket, and then just there he got tripped up by Jasek Louisville, and then we just saw what happened again. But, you know, Rhode Island College playing good right now, obviously rotating in their usual suspects. like we usually see Sanders, Roberts. We didn't see Cruz last time we were out. I don't know what the deal with that was. But no Mike Neal tonight, so hopefully he'll be back Friday. I don't know what the deal with him is.
We'll find that out post-game. We'll see if we can figure out
I don't
what that
think
deal
we'll find out, but we can ask.
We'll ask, and we'll probably get an answer from Coach Wallace. He's pretty honest with us. We have a final score. The Anchor Women 66, the EastCon Warriors 54. So the Anchor Women will move on to Friday up in Southern Maine playing the Huskies. The last time we saw those two teams play was inside the Murray Center. It was an overtime thriller. Player of the game has got to go to Ashley Odell. 21 points, 7 for 8 from the field, 5 for 5 from deep. So the Anchor Women continue their run. They're in a little more of a precarious situation. They're going to have to win this tournament to make the NCAA tournament. So we'll have eyes on the women's scores throughout the weekend. But here, we're back inside the Murray Center, 15:52, 9-5. The Anchormen with a slight early edge here. 5 points for Tom DeShanis early, pacing the Anchormen so far.
Oh, my. We almost got a 5-second violation. Big ups to Tyreek Carter.
Abraham back up top to Ballou. He's going to run the offense here for the Corsairs. Into the elbow, that's Akani. Akani tries to dump one inside of Abraham, and we're going to have a foul there called on Steve Roberts underneath. Got a piece of Abraham.
Oh, yeah, Abraham is an impressive freshman. Who do you think freshman he is going to go to Warehouse in this LEC?
That's a good question in the men's side. I'm not exactly sure. I know on the women's side for sure it's going to be Olivia Murphy because she's been Rookie of the Week probably 7 times this season. Floater by Jankos, pure there, and John Jankos, the captain, he's going to have a stellar game tonight here if he's going to want to pull the upset.
Yeah, we didn't see much of Jankos last game. I mean, he played the whole time, but we just didn't mention his name at all, it seemed like. So tonight, I mean, going to have a big game, like you said, because they got to be clicking the Corsairs.
Cruz passes it inside of Roberts, who had a shot on the low block, blocked. Ball gets brought back out up top. Sanders has it now, glides past Ballou, tries to finish off the glass too strong, was a little out of control. The offensive rebound to Roberts. He moves into the lane and finishes with a little jumper. We got ourselves a 4-point ball game here. Corsairs have it.
Roberts finally gets the better of Wale Abraham. Abraham was giving them fits.
Ballou again into the elbow to Akani. A lot of the offense for the Corsairs has gone through the elbow. Loose ball picked up by DeShanis in the open court. Good feed to Carter, and he finishes with his off right hand off the glass. And we got another bucket here for the Anchormen.
Yeah, usually it's Tyreek Carter dishing the ball off, but Tom DeShanis right there finds his point guard and gives him the old 2-point layup.
Unselfish move there by DeShanis results in 2 points for the Anchormen, and the lead is extended. We got another foul on the floor. They're going to call that on Alex Cruz. Looked like he got a piece of Akani. We got 3 team fouls so far on the Anchormen, 2 on the Corsairs. 1 apiece for Cruz, Roberts, and Page. Mike Palumbo checks in here for the Anchormen. Randy Casey as well checks in. Laga, the deep 3, knocks that down. A good look from Laga. That was from way downtown, but a pure stroke, and we got ourselves a 3-point ball game.
Laga, that'll put him over 30% on the year from behind the arc. Yeah, that was a tough, deep 3. Not really toughly contested, it was just deep. Screen was set on Mikey Palumbo.
Palumbo bounces inside to Roberts on the low block. He's working on Abraham. Great move, but another great defensive play by Abraham. He elevates and swats that out of play.
Abraham, look at this kid. 2 blocks already, couple of rebounds, couple of points. He's putting a game together for himself.
The freshman out of Lynn, Massachusetts, inbounded to Palumbo. Roberts had Abraham beat on the low block. Great job recovering, though. We'll see how that battle plays out for the rest of the night. Palumbo finds the cut of Cruz, and another block by Abraham underneath. Wale Abraham showing up tonight. Jacek Louisville, gets to the glass. Little too strong, though. Sanders. He goes off the glass and finishes on the other end.
Sanders, what a take from him. He's one of the more athletic guys you'll see on this Rhode Island College team. Can do all sorts of stuff on the basketball court.
We haven't seen Naheem Sanders play in either of the previous 2 matchups between these 2 teams, so this is his first time playing UMass Dartmouth as Clayton gets to the hoop and finishes. And I think by the end of the night, the Corsairs are going to be hoping that Sanders didn't play in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Elizar Clayton, he's got some muscle on him, so Rick's got to watch that down low. Oh, my.
Sanders picks up the loose ball, spins inside, 15-foot floater, too strong. Rebound, though, he gets his own with Sanders. He feeds it across to Roberts, who misses 2 attempts right on the doorstep. tightly contested by Abraham. Palumbo saved it, had his pass stolen away by Jenkos.
Oh, man, it's not Steve Roberts' night so far tonight. Picking up fouls, not getting rebounds, not making layups.
Kicked out to Jenkos. He's open for three. Knocks that one down, and the captain's got another bucket.
Jenkos, the leading scorer coming into tonight at 11-6, because their best player, Mike Rotondo, scoring-wise, 14.6 a game, so they got to rely more on Jenkos.
Three here from Sanders off the front iron. Jenkos gets the rebound, and we're going to have 5 substitutions from the Anchormen at the next stoppage of play.
You don't see this too often, do you?
Very rarely, unless you're playing middle school basketball, do you see the 5-man substitution. Lagas picked up his dribble in a bad spot, able to get it off to Abraham, but he wants to get rid of it. And we're going to get a timeout there from head coach Brian Baptiste for UMass Dartmouth. Sauce team was in a bad situation, so we're going to see 5 substitutions for the Anchormen in this timeout.
Maybe Mike Neal, can undress and start suiting up, because Rhode Island College right now giving up a lot more points than they usually do at this aspect of the game. 3rd best defense in the country, Rhode Island College, 55 points a game there, holding their opposition to. They've held 9 teams under 50 points this year. UMass Dartmouth is not one of those teams. Thought they would have been.
2 times they played. January 15th on the road, the Anchormen won 70-64, and then February 5th here inside the Murray Center, the Anchormen took a 71-60 victory away from the Corsairs.
Well, UMass Dartmouth does average 67 points a game, but they give up 75. RIC is not an offensive team, defense first. We all know that.
On the floor for the Anchormen here, because you need to know these 5 guys. You got Lawton, Burton, Gay, Carter, as well as Tom DeShanis. All 5 guys just checked in. We also saw Avon Jones check in for the Corsairs, as well as Abby Akani. So 7 substitutions in that last time out. Avon Jones, his first minutes of the game. He goes across the baseline to Laga. Ball being rotated nicely by the Corsairs. Louisville penetrated, but did not pay attention to the shot clock, and it runs out on him, so possession's going to go back to the Anchormen.
Yeah, Coach Walsh has got to be excited about that. Maybe this will get him going. Just one good defensive possession, get the team going, come back, score some points on offense. It'll be interesting to see what the offense will be, because Ethan Gay is out on the floor. He's not more of an offensive player. Maybe you get the ball to Chris Burton, Ty Carter. Just let Ty Carter do his thing.
Yep.
Ryan Lawton, we haven't seen much of him all season.
Yep.
And Coach Walsh puts him off the bench real early, get him some experience, you know?
That's an interesting move to put a guy like Lawton in, who hasn't played a lot this year, in an LEC tournament game. Not the toughest LEC game of the year for the Anchormen, but still important. You got to win here tonight. You can't make any mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, plus we're getting a bigger crowd file in. We got a lot of students continuing to file in. They're going to get ready for Friday night when this place will be jumping.
So we'll go to some women's scores here quickly. As I mentioned, the Anchor women defeated EastCon 66-54. Southern Maine, the 1 seed in the women's bracket, the number 9 team in the country, they won 63-31 over Plymouth State. So we're going to see Rhode Island College travel up to Gorham to play the Huskies. That should be a classic.
Probably besides WestCon, giving Southern Maine more fits than anybody.
Absolutely. And then WestCon up 21 over Keene State 41-20. UMass Boston, UMass Dartmouth just got started. The Corsairs, 4-point edge there at home.
Yeah, RIC is the only team that, never mind, I won't say that.
We're knotted up at 15s here inside the Murray Center. Lawton has it on the low block. Spins onto his left hand, goes up with it. Did a good job backing down Abraham.
Oh, great move to back down Abraham, who already has 3 blocks in the night. Abraham has been in beast mode so far. Lawton that looks so simple.
Limited minutes on the year from Lawton, the freshman out of West Warwick, but there he shows he's got some low post moves. Akani crossing over Gay, kicks it out to the corner to Louisville. Louisville penetrating, try to get to the hoop, had it swatted away. Good job by Jones underneath getting the rebound, but it was a tough finish for him. A little too strong there with the right-handed layup.
Yeah, Jones got away from his, Ethan Gay was covering Jones at that point and couldn't find him. Rebound goes to a weird spot, and here we go, Tyree Carter 3. Doesn't really hit the rim.
Just
Akani
missed to the
comes
left
down with
there.
the rebound.
Louisville outlets it to the corner. Right back to Louisville, ball being moved around the perimeter. Akani's going to draw the foul there on Burton. That's the second, or excuse me, the first of the night on Chris Burton.
Yeah, not many fouls have been called so far. I mean, usually we see more. Only 2 on the Corsairs.
14 fouls on the night so far on the Anchormen. 4 different players have 1, so no foul trouble just yet. Laga with it now for the Corsairs. Looking to get past DeShannis, but DeShannis wasn't letting him by. Gives it off to Louisville. Louisville bounces one inside. Akani with the finger roll off the glass and gets it to go. Slashed his way to the paint, finished with a little bit of finesse there was Akani.
Yeah, first bench points of the night for UMass Dartmouth come right there to Abby Akani. Pretty much got the ball turned around, nobody was there, might as well take a free layup, no?
DeShannis trying to attack into the lane. Lost possession of it, but does a good job getting back defensively. Knocked it out of the hands of Jones. And we're going to get a loose ball foul. I believe that's going to go on Ethan Gay.
Good hustle from Gay. I'm sure Coach Walsh doesn't like the call at all. Probably excited with Ethan Gay. That'll be his first.
So Laga once again is going to inbound it for the Corsairs. Only down 2. 10:02 left in the first half here inside the Murray Center. Opening round of the LEC Conference Tournament. Laga.
Playoff time, Warehouse. Are you ready?
I'm ready to go here. Akani with it. Burton defending. Akani looking to get to the basket. Draws the foul there underneath. Got to see who that's going on. Both Lawton and Page were in the area. Or Burton, excuse me. That's going to go on Ryan Lawton. His first, the team's 6th.
Yeah, so we say that Rick doesn't have foul trouble. 2 quick fouls. Look at you. 6 fouls already. Not even halfway through this first half.
It was the reverse scenario the last time these two teams played. The Corsairs doing a good job putting some anchormen or drawing fouls on the anchormen as Akani knocks down the first.
That gives UMass Dartmouth their first lead of the game.
18-17. And this is
getting a tougher matchup than you think so far.
And this is what you want if you're Coach Baptiste. Get the anchormen into some foul trouble. Get yourself opportunities to shoot 1-and-1 for an extended period of time in the first half. And maybe, just maybe, you can put some pressure on the anchormen and see how they respond.
Yeah.
Akani knocked down both free throws there, so we got ourselves a 19-17 ball game.
There's been a lot of games this year where Rick's been close, you know, and then at the end of the game they pull it out because Rick has a big rotation and they're fresh.
Carter tried spinning into the paint. We're going to have a foul on the floor there. Believe they're going to call that on Laga. That's going to be his first of the night.
Ryan Lawton, interesting character on this team. I'm pretty sure Lawton was not even on the roster coming out of the training camp. So he's a freshman who came on the team. A couple guys left. Might as well try to get somebody else in there. Look at this feed to Ethan Gay and
Good
the foul.
feed underneath, and Gay draws the foul with Akani. The bigger Akani came across the paint, a little bit of contact, finished, and he'll go to the line to complete the three-point play. Correction, that was the second on Laga just a few moments ago. So he's got 2. He went to the bench. Jenko's checked back in. Gay knocks down the free throw. Anchorman retake the lead. It's 20-19, 9:40 left in the first half.
A lot of freshmen here on the court for the Corsairs. We're looking at one right now in Jones, also Abraham, and Louisville.
Jenko's with it, dribbles to his left. Picks up his dribble. It's about 12 feet away from the basket. Gives it off to Abraham at the top of the paint. He tries going off the glass. Bank not open. Rebound snagged by Ethan Gay.
That was an ugly shot from Abraham. I thought that was going to go in, just rattle off rim, rattle off backboard.
Gay with it on the foul line extended, looking to blow past Louisville, who did a good job defensively. And a nice finish by Ethan Gay, because Wale Abraham was looking for another block, but Gay put enough air under that. We see an anchorman steal here. Good feed into the open court to Tom DeShannis, but he missed the layup.
He had Akani right behind him. He could feel the pressure. It looks like DeShannis wanted to jam that. We haven't seen him jam ever. At least I haven't. Have you?
No.
I was going to say. He's only 6'3".
He was
6'4". My bad.
Jenkos picks up the foul there as Sanders was looking to slice into the glass.
Good minutes from Walton as he's coming out. Steve Roberts coming back in.
We're also going to see a substitution for the Corsairs. Ballou comes back in.
Bob Walsh did not acknowledge Ryan Lawton. I don't know if he does that in general or what.
Roberts has it in the paint, and again rejected by Wale Abraham.
Oh my!
Steve.
Abraham, it's in Roberts. It's going all Abraham. Here we go. Come on, Steve.
Right back into the low post, and Roberts nearly lost it. Picked up the loose ball on his back, but it's with the Corsairs now. And Jones dribbles it off his thigh and loses possession as Gay has it on the left side of the paint, hands it off underneath to Roberts, and Wale Abraham. That's 4 blocks on Steve Roberts by Wale Abraham.
Yeah, plus another one on another Rhode Island College anchorman.
Roberts cannot catch a break right now. Roberts averaging just under 10 points on the season, as we're going to get a held ball. Possession arrow is going to keep possession with the Corsairs. But Wale Abraham is on a one-man mission to keep Roberts off the score sheet.
Yeah. Wow, this is some game out of Abraham. Abraham, he's just like Chris Burton in the fact that he can soar.
Long, lanky, with great leaping ability. The freshman out of Lynn, Massachusetts.
Oh, UMass Dartmouth has got to stop doing that to themselves. That ball just went right off the hands of Moise Ballou.
So possession goes back to the Anchormen. It's 22-18, 8:03 left in the first half. Excuse me, 22-19. Coach Baptisto, he's got to be happy at the moment. You played 12 minutes. Your team is still well within this game.
Oh, definitely.
Expectations around the Murray Center were that the Anchormen would run away with this one. But the LEC, as we mentioned, is tough top to bottom. Roberts again inside, goes back out to Sanders, who spots up for three. Too strong. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Jenkos. Had to swat that one around for a little bit. Fires one cross court to Louisville. He bounces one into Abraham, and we're going to get a foul on the floor there. That's going to be called on Steve Roberts. Going to be his second personal of the game.
Yeah, we're going to see Jacob Page come back in immediately after this timeout. So yeah, 22-19. Rick comes down, immediately takes the lead back, but
it's going to be
it's a close game, and these are the games you enjoy broadcasting, the close ones.
7th team foul on the Anchormen, so I believe Abraham will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1 after this media timeout. 7:36 here left inside the Murray Center. It's 22-19. The Anchormen, the #1 seed in this LEC tournament, but they have their work cut out for them here after a good 13 minutes of basketball by the Corsairs.
Yeah, Brian Baptiste has got to enjoy what he's seeing right now. UMass Dartmouth was behind the whole time when these two teams played 2 weeks ago. And now, come back, get a lead. Everyone's playing. Everyone's not in foul trouble. That was the big thing last time. Yep. Abraham was in foul trouble, like you said. We got Elizar Clayton. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yep.
He's only got 1 foul so far in the night. And then John Jenkos. He wasn't in too much foul trouble last game, but he's making a name for himself so far tonight. Rebounds, 5 points for the guy. Has a beard that you wouldn't expect out of a basketball player, I'll tell you that.
So the foul situation here for the Corsairs, you have 2 on Lago, 1 on Jenkos, 1 on Clayton, 1 on Akani. For the Anchormen, you have one spread among 5 different guys. Cruz has 1, Gay has 1, Burton has 1, Page, Lawton both have 1, and Steve Roberts has 2. That's going to tally up to 17 fouls, and Wale Abraham is at the line, and he's having himself a great game on the defensive end. Let's see if he can get on the offensive act here. Knocks down the first, does the freshman, and we got ourselves a 2-point ball game. Abraham knocks down the second. It's a 1-point ball game inside the Murray Center, 22-21. The #1 seeded Anchorman with the slight edge. Not just the #1 seed in the conference, the number 16 team in the nation.
Yeah, Rick, year in and year, it looks like Rick's going to get their 7th straight berth into the NCAA tournament, which is, there's only 5 other teams that had 6 last year in a row. So, Bob Walsh heads a Division I program. Send your letters to the Murray Center, to Bob Walsh's office. It's actually in the rec center, my bad.
Yep. Louisville, little pressure put on there by Page. Ball rotated around to Akani. He's going to step back for the 20-footer, in and out, hit every piece of the rim. Rebound snagged by Carter, the leading rebounder for the Anchormen. Out to the wing, Sanders up fake to the hoop, and Abraham again made Sanders change his shot. Offensive rebound pulled down by Page, and he draws the foul underneath.
That's going to be on number 30, Wale Abraham. That's his first.
And you want
only 1 so far on the guy with all the blocks. That's his 6th block right there.
You want to keep Wale Abraham on the floor right now because he has been a difference maker on the defensive end of the floor right now.
Yeah, nothing is coming easy for these big men. We haven't seen Chris Burton in a while out of Coach Bob Walsh.
Page too strong on the first.
Yeah, Page on the year from the line that was his 3. He's 7 for 13.
That rounds out to 58%. Clayton is going to check
genius.
back in. Akani is going to take a seat. Randy Casey also comes in. Tariq Carter is going to take a breather. The second for Page, off the back iron twice, straight up into the air and goes in.
That was great. I'll probably never see that shot again for another 10 years in this game.
23-21, 6:45 left in the first half. JSEC Louisville has it for UMass Dartmouth. The underdogs in this, the bottom seed in this tournament. They're 8th in the conference. Elazar Clayton on the low block off the glass and gets it to go. A great move by Clayton. That's 2 more for him. He's got 4 on the night.
Yeah, Clayton, might as well feed him 3 or 4 shooting now. He just uses his body as DeShanis tries to take him to the lane.
Page got the rebound, goes up and down. Gonna get a held ball call there. Possession's gonna stick with the Anchorman, and Ryan Lawton's gonna check back in for Tom DeShanis. So a big game here tonight for Ryan Lawton.
Yeah, he's a big body, Ryan Lawton, 210, 6'3". Probably one of the more beefy guys on the team. It's not really the word I wanted to use, but you understand the point.
Sanders for 3, off the back iron, nearly went in, and Abraham elevates for that rebound, snagged it at his highest point.
Rick isn't exactly lighting it up from three-point land. 1 of 8 right now. Only 3 came early on from Tom DeShanis. Sanders has been throwing them up. DeShanis is throwing some more up. Not connecting.
Louisville has it underneath. Dribbled that out of bounds. Possession goes right back to the Anchormen.
Yeah, we've seen balls go off legs. We've seen balls dribbled off feet. You just can't catch the ball. Costly turnovers for the Corsairs. They're tied right now, but they could have 3 possessions, 3-4 possessions with just stupid turnovers.
I don't think either team is playing their best game of basketball right now, but we shall see as things develop here. Page has it, bounces it inside. Sanders looking to face up Laga, kicks it out to Palumbo. Palumbo's a sharp shooter, but he's going to rotate it off to Casey. Casey, baseline to Lawton. And they're going to say Lawton stepped out of bounds there on his way underneath. Possession goes back to the Corsairs, and Alex Cruz is going to check in for Naheem Sanders.
Yeah, really interesting lineup right now. 4 bench players plus Jacob Page, who just got thrown back in the starting lineup tonight. So, Rhode Island College, they didn't have a good offensive series last time, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next possession.
Ball knocked out of the hands of Laga, out of play. Possession's going to stick with the Corsairs. Knotted up at 23 here in the first round of the LEC tournament. The #1 seed Anchormen in a battle with the Cinderella story UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. Clayton into the paint, puts up a shot off the front iron. Crashing the boards with Alex Cruz.
Yeah, good team defense there. Randy Casey came over to contest that shot a little bit more to Clayton.
Page inside, picks up his dribble in the paint, and fires a pass out of bounds. And the Corsairs are going to take possession once again. 4:59 left in this first half.
Wow. Rhode Island College right now, I don't know where they're going to get the offense. They can't go down low, so that eliminates Page and Lawton. Randy Casey's not a scorer. Mikey Palumbo only takes 3s, it seems like. And then Alex Cruz, he's got a little playmaker in him.
Laga looking to attack, kicks it back out to the elbow to Clayton. Clayton, pressure put on by Page, goes cross court to Louisville. Louisville's going baseline, and we're going to get a defensive foul there called on Ryan Lawton. That's going to be his second of the night.
Walsh doesn't look like he's happy with that one. I don't know if Lawton's going to stay in or what, because he doesn't get used too often, but I like what Lawton's given this team. He's given them a little burst of energy. Put a good low post move on Wale Abraham earlier.
It didn't look like his feet were set when he came across there.
Yeah.
So Louisville shooting 1 and 1 on the season. He is 70% from the charity stripe.
3rd best on the team.
Another freshman. He's out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Missed the front end off the front iron. Ball goes out of play, and they're going to say that's going to go back to the Anchormen.
Shout out to our comrades at Anchor TV, Brian Christie, Milka Tolich, Tom Lima, Sam Allen, Everton Carter, rocking the behind the basket camera with the scarf on. Great look.
Casey's going to bring it up for the Anchormen. Ball rotated around the perimeter. Palumbo has it. He gave it off to Casey. Good feed from Lawton to Palumbo.
You got to finish.
He slashed to the hoop, missed the layup. Page got the offensive rebound, but had it knocked away.
Another block by Mr. Abraham.
Janko's with it, picked up his dribble, has to go cross court to Laga. Laga here with a good matchup against Palumbo. He's got a few inches on him. He steps back, has an open 3. Off the back iron, offensive rebound by Clayton. He's too strong off the glass. Ball goes out of play. They're going to say last touched off the foot of Alex Cruz. It's going to stick with the Corsairs. We're still knotted up at 23 here.
Look at this game right here. Are we going to get another media timeout here inside the Murray Center? Media timeout here in the Murray Center.
Timeout here inside the Murray Center. Knotted up at 23. 3:57 left in the first half. Leading scorers on the night, Tom DeShanis has 5 for the Anchormen. John Jenkos has 5 for the Corsairs.
Ethan Gay also has 5.
So we got ourselves a ball game here. Unexpected, but a great game being played by the Corsairs at the moment. As I've mentioned a few times, the number 8 seed in the LEC.
Rick just can't find the rhythm offensively. One possession, they'll come down, score. One possession, they'll turn it over. Nobody's stepping up offensively. Tom DeShanis has 5 and Ethan Gay has 5. Other than that, it's just spread out like
Chris Burton's got 4, got 2 from Lawton, got 2 from Sanders, 2 from Carter. Some even scoring from the Corsairs. You have 5 from Jankos, 4 from Clayton, 3 from Laga, and 2 apiece from Akani and Abraham.
Yeah, so Rhode Island College right now, working the 11-man rotation. Sometimes it's crazy how this rotation works. I mean, after the starters come out, after their first 3 minutes or so, yeah, you won't see 5 starters on the floor the rest of the night except for after halftime. So these guys have a good connection in practice or something to work out. We got
Burton
pretty much. Sorry, Warehouse.
Burton,
Go ahead.
Carter, and DeShanis checked in there during that timeout. We got Jenkos with it at the top of the paint. Ball rotated to Laga. He hands it back up top here. We have a substitution coming in for UMass Dartmouth. Unlisted on the roster here is number 50. Don't even have him on the sheet provided.
Number 50.
Never seen that before.
Pretty
Cruz.
interesting.
Ball rotated around the perimeter. DeShanis ends up with it. Jenkos defending. Lawton up fake. Burton, long jumper in the corner, and he knocks that down. Chris Burton comes off the bench, knocks down a shot, and he's got 6 points on the night.
That was reminiscent of his first bucket to start the scoring on the evening. 15-foot baseline jumper as Wally Abraham found underneath. Burton can't get there. Burton tries to come out and stop the ball handler.
Carter with it now for the Anchormen. Slows it up here, working around the perimeter. Cruz with it, top of the circle. Jenkos defending. Cruz trying to cross over Jenkos into the lane, off the glass, no. Clayton pulls down the rebound.
Jeez, a lot, like Coach Bob Walsh said it last time. I mean, Rick out-rebounds a lot of opponents, but they also miss a lot of layups and just get their second chance points right there.
We're knotted up at 25, under 3 minutes left in this first half. That loose pass was stolen by Lawton. Jenkos dribbled himself into a bad spot. Cruz kicks it out to DeShanis off his hands. Did a good job keeping that in bounds. If he would have caught that cleanly, he had a great look from beyond the arc.
He was taking the shot before he got the ball is what happened right there.
Carter with it now for the Anchormen. Working into the paint. Scoop finish with the right hand and gets it to go. A great move by Tariq Carter for his 4th point of the night.
He'll be all Little East. Did we talk about our all Little East selections before, Warehouse?
We did not.
We'll have to go over that coming back from halftime.
2 minutes left here inside the first half. Jenkos for 3 off the back iron. Crashing the boards was Burton. He snares the rebound.
Yeah, Jenkos, he's cooled down a little bit.
Carter penetrates, kicked it back outside to Burton for 3. Just missed left there on that 3-point attempt. Burton's got range for a big, lanky guy. He can shoot from beyond the arc as we have a timeout called by head coach Brian Baptiste for the Corsairs. It's going to be of the 30-second variety, 1:35 left in the first half.
Rhode Island College right now, 27-25. Not their best first half. We'll say that.
No.
I mean, they're missing a lot of layups. You get a lot of shots blocked down low in the paint. If you combine those, it's probably about 10. So imagine if Rick was connecting on half of those. They'd have a double-digit lead, no doubt about it. Buzzer already sounded for the break, but I guess we're going to continue here on Anchor TV.
Leading scorer on the night is Chris Burton. He's got 6 points. He's got 2 buckets, 2 from the free throw line. One of the better players on this Anchorman squad, just a true sophomore out of New Rochelle, New York. New Rochelle High School representing proudly here.
New Rochelle, New York, former home of Iona College, which is home of former Providence Fire coach Tim Walsh, and who was on his staff when he was at Iona? Bob Walsh.
Good little fun fact for you Anchor TV viewers, as well as you guys listening on 90.7. Jenkos, baseline runner, no. Little too strong there, and the rebound pulled down once again by Chris Burton.
Okay, number 50 isn't on the UMass Dartmouth website roster, so we don't know who that is.
Gay, good job slicing to the rim and finishes with the right hand.
Gay should be more offensively minded, I think. I mean, he's been praised for his defense from his coach, but 7 points tonight. He's pretty good taking it to the rack.
Having himself a great game. The senior, you know, he wants to go out with a bang in the LEC, but I think this Anchorman team, they're focused on this LEC tournament, but they're also looking forward to the big dance in just a few weeks.
And if RIC loses tonight, they're going to have to go on the road. But if they win this LEC tournament, maybe even if they lose in the final, there's a very good chance that they'll be playing here at home in the first round of that NCAA tournament.
Abraham, another tough shot off the glass there. Fall away, Jay. It's a 2-point ball game, 29-27, under a minute left here in the first half.
Yeah, we haven't seen Alex Rodriguez either from UMass Dartmouth. He's a big guy who played a lot of minutes the first game.
DeShannis with it, penetrating into the paint, kicks it back outside as Sanders. Up fake, he's going baseline. Floater, knocked it down. Cold-blooded finish there by Naheem Sanders with the floater.
Yeah, Naheem Sanders is where you want to look to make a play right here. Does it, drives baseline, passes defender, gets it up and over the Abraham, the
Anchorman lead back to 4. Under 30 here, the Corsairs are going to use every second of the shot clock here.
Got some anchor heads, it sounds like, behind us.
Laga, baseline, try to go cross court to Jenkos. That gets knocked out of play. It's going to stick with the Corsairs. 12 on the game clock, 9 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Rick right here, it'll be tough for them to get a good shot off after this, so hopefully they got some magic in them.
Louisville, ball rotated around the arc. Jenkos has it. Runner, missed that one. Louisville nearly had the rebound, had it taken
5
away
seconds
by
for Gay. Look at him go.
Gay accelerates past Laga to the hoop.
What a
and
take.
Finishes with Abraham breathing down his neck, so the lead going into the half is going to be extended to 6 there. A little run by the Anchormen creates a little bit of breathing room, but we still got 20 minutes of basketball here, and the Corsairs are playing great tonight.
Yeah, right there, Ethan Gay, I mean, he's definitely the MVP of the game so far. 9 points, getting some boards. That just burnt the entire Corsair team running back there. So, gotta throw Ethan Gay the old halftime MVP award.
Playing fantastically so far. He's got 9. You got 6 from Burton as well, and the Anchorman with a 6-point lead. We're going to step away here. Here inside the Murray Center, the first round of the LEC tournament. The Anchorman 33, UMass Dartmouth 27. We'll be right back. Back here inside the Murray Center, Jared Ware, Dan Cherish bringing you the first round of the LEC tournament for the Anchormen as they hold a 6-point edge over the 8th seed UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. The score is 33-27. The number 1 seed in this conference right now. Caught in a little bit of a dogfight. The Corsairs played great in the first half, and you have to point out the freshman Wale Abraham, who's been tremendous offensively and defensively for the Corsairs in this one.
Yeah, Wale 6 blocks. Every time Rick seems to go down low, Wale's presence is at least felt. A lot of times he's getting a block. 6 blocks so far in the game. Also, good performance from Elizar Clayton, who had foul trouble the first time. 6 boards, 7 points for him. Abraham has 8 points, which leads his squad. For Rhode Island College, Ethan Gay had 2 late buckets at the end of the first half. So he's got 9, leads all scores. He's playing great right now, rebounding.
Got 5 boards at just 5'10".
Leads the team in assists right now with 2. You know what I don't like is that the UMass, the Miami Heat games, 2 minutes left in the half. Dos minutos. You know what they say that?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Under a minute left here as we're set to start the second half. LEC tournament in full swing and going across the conference right now. The women's semifinals just about set. We know the Anchor women will play the Southern Maine Huskies on the road. WestCon, they've sealed their deal. They're going to be into the semifinals. The final spot will go to either UMass Boston or UMass Dartmouth. So we'll see how that plays out in the women's side. In the men's side, everyone's battling for position here. We got games going on between, as we mentioned, obviously in front of us, the Corsairs and the Anchormen. Keene State holds an advantage right now over Plymouth State, just a 7-point ball
New
game.
Hampshire battle.
Keene, the 3 seed, EastCon and WestCon, they never update their live scores. Southern Maine right now, 20-10 with a lead over UMass Boston. The winner of that Maine UMass Boston game will play the winner of this game here. Still a lot to go here. 20 minutes of basketball in the LEC. No one cares what your seed is. No one cares what your ranking is coming into this thing. You got to win 3 ball games if you want to take home the crown. Louisville is going to bring it up here for the Corsairs. Lobs one to Jankos. Here's the sensational Abraham. He's got it on the foul line extended. Tries to lob one in to Clayton. That gets swatted away. Carter picks up the loose ball, brings it up for the Anchorman.
That was swatted by Ethan Gay. He's just having a great game. Best game I've seen from him all year.
Late start to the year, came in around Christmas break. He's found his basketball legs and is playing great tonight. Dumps it inside. Page on the low block. Spins on Abraham. Right-handed shot. Short. Little volleyball underneath, and Laga pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, the presence was felt again. Like, that should have been 2 points right there from Jacob Page, but another mislap and almost another steal from Ethan Gay.
Lazy entry pass there from Louisville, gets knocked out of bounds. He was trying to get it in to Clayton, who had position on the low block. Corsairs are going to still have possession. Laga with it now, inbounded.
Like you said, sorry, Warehouse. I was going to say, you pointed out in the first half, keep Abraham in there because he's playing great defensively, great presence. 20 minutes in the first.
Clayton, top of the circle, nearly had it stolen by Burton. He was looking to dump it inside to Abraham.
5 on the clock.
Just kept his dribble. Abraham, foul line J, no, rebound, skied for by Ethan Gay. He's got 6 boards on the night.
It didn't seem like Coach Brian Baptiste was urgent at all to get that shot off.
DeShannis thought about the 3 coming off the screen. Ball rotated up top. Gay looking to respond at the end with a 3 off the front iron. Offensive rebound, DeShannis and Laga get tangled up. It's going to stick with the Anchormen. 18:33 left in this ball game. 33-27 still the score here. Anchorman with a 6-point edge.
If the captain wanted it, he could have just boxed out Tom DeShannis if he wants to win. But instead, he let DeShannis go over him. That's John Ginkles.
DeShannis looking to muscle his way past Clayton, but Clayton too big and strong, draws the foul on DeShannis. They're going to call that a charge.
It's his first personal.
It's going to be the first personal of the night on Tom DeShannis. First team foul of the half on the Anchormen there. And it's going to be Louisville bringing it up for the Corsairs. No bucket so far in the second half. We played just about 2 minutes. And there's another offensive foul, but they're going to call that one on Laga, who got an elbow into the chest of DeShannis. That's going to be 3 on Laga. We're going to have to see how Baptiste manages his minutes as we're moving forwards.
Yeah, 3 on Laga. I mean, he played a lot of minutes in the first half as well. So we'll see what happens with him. He played 15 minutes.
DeShannis on the foul line extended. Ball rotated around the arc. Back up top to DeShannis. DeShannis fires that ball out of play. Looked like Page was cutting across the paint, got caught up with Clayton there. Couldn't get on the end of that pass. Possession goes back to the Corsairs. We're still looking for a bucket.
Good defense from Rhode Island College so far. I mean, UMass Dartmouth had 17 points halfway through the first half. Rick cooled them down, only allowed 10, and they haven't allowed any so far in this half.
Louisville,
No shot.
foul on the floor there. Believe they're going to call that on Ethan Gay. It's going to be the second team foul of the half on the Anchormen. Second personal on Ethan Gay.
Team second.
Laga, the only player on the court in any sort of foul trouble. And if you watch Laga and DeShannis right now, they're playing physical basketballs. We get a 5-second violation. Jenkos couldn't get it in.
Yeah.
And another sloppy inbounding play from the Corsairs hurt them.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half. It seemed like they could get a 5-second violation when Genkos was inbounded and Ty Carter was being a little pester. Did it right there.
Laga's defending.
Pest, not pester. I don't know what I was thinking.
Laga defending Carter. Carter spins into the lane, puts up the floater, and gets it to go for the first bucket of the second half.
A lot of spin moves from Carter tonight. He did a couple right there. He must be dizzy after that one.
Couple pirouettes into the paint and gets the shot to go as that loose ball is picked up by Tom DeShannis. Full court pass to Page off his fingertips and out of play. That was a home run pass there from Tariq Carter, just out of the reach.
Hey, you know where this spot is? Our buddy Will
Jacob
up
Page.
in the top, right top middle up there. Our anchorhead buddy. You see him?
Yep. As Louisville brings it up over the logo for the Corsairs. Haven't scored yet this half, has UMass. Looking to end that drought right now. Clayton, 18-foot J off the back iron. Snagged the rebound, did Tariq Carter.
The leading rebounder on the team, 6.6, tied with Chris Burton.
Carter into the paint once again. A little bit of contact, didn't get a good shot off. The loose ball snagged by the Corsairs. Louisville with it now. Gay is defending.
This is weird. We haven't seen Wale Abrahams said his name since like the first possession of the half.
Clayton has it on the elbow, crosses over Burton. Working into the lane, tries to kiss it off the glass a little too strong.
Oh, what was that?
We're gonna get a loose ball foul. That's gonna be on Elazar Clayton.
That was a dumb foul. That's probably why he's fouled out in a ton of games this year.
Second personal on Clayton. But they're doing a much better job here tonight than they did the last time these two teams met. As we mentioned, 3 players fouled out of that last game for the Corsairs. Right now, no one in some serious danger, so good job by the Corsairs, but they got to get their offense going. Haven't scored a bucket in nearly 4 minutes of basketball in the second half.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they come out shooting the lights out. Halfway through the first half, they're shooting about 45%, which will win you a lot of games.
Naheem Sanders, who just checked in, jumped into the paint there, tried to put up the floater. Just missed off the back iron. Rebound snagged by Clayton. He's trying to go coast to coast.
Yeah.
Was penetrating.
Didn't want to pass to anyone.
Believe they're going to call that on Burton. It's his second personal of the night. Third team foul of the half on the Anchormen. They were in some foul trouble as a team in the first half for a good portion of that period. We'll see how things develop here in the foul department. Laga on the wing, looking to get past Sanders, who's not letting him by it. Oh, that's stolen by Page. Page in the open court, and he's going to finish with the finger roll at the rim.
Good to see Jacob Page get his first field goal of the night. He's had some tough times down low, getting a couple layups contested, missing a couple. Right there, steal. He thought he might jam it. Just an easy little, let it in. What am I looking for?
Little finger roll there.
Finger roll. Finger roll.
Corner 3 from Laga, in and out. Burton had his hands on the rebound. Abraham picks up the scraps and finishes the putback.
First guy to double digits is Wale Abraham.
Sanders looking to spin to the rim, lost possession of it, goes out of play.
Nobody knows who. There we go. Stoney messed
They're
up.
going to say that's blue ball there.
I don't know how much they actually knew who actually touched the ball.
And we got ourselves some media time out here inside the Murray Center. It's the first round of the LEC tournament, 15-15 left in this ball game. Anchorman with the 8-point edge over the Corsairs, 37-29.
Yeah, you know, it seems like Rick has a bigger lead than 8 points right now because UMass Dartmouth just can't score. Wale Abraham scores their first bucket of the half, just last possession. So it took him over 4 minutes to get on the board. But Rick's only scored twice in this half, the Page steal and then the Carter turnaround.
Abraham's got 10 for the Corsairs. Clayton's chipping in with 7. The Anchormen, led by Ethan Gay, he's got 9. You got 6 from Burton and Carter as well. So balanced scoring tonight for the Anchormen. Corsairs struggling in the second half right now, and this is probably what you could have expected going into the half. Some adjustments from Coast Wall, so you come out, play good defense, keep scoring offensively, and you'll pull away from the Corsairs.
Yeah, they're only using an 8-man rotation, or actually, 9-man rotation, UMass Dartmouth. Except we don't know who mystery man number 50 is.
Yep, not listed on the website, not listed on the rosters we got.
Maybe, I don't know what the deal
It's got maybe a jersey he lost, his regular jersey. We don't know who it is.
Fun fact for you, I was at a PC game a few, back Ryan Gomes is a senior. He gets subbed out. This is the year after he was All-American. Gets subbed out, comes back in. His old number was 3. New number 35, nobody knew who he was. I was like, that's Ryan Gomes.
On the floor for the Anchormen, Ethan Gay, Naheem Sanders, Tariq Carter, Ryan Lawton checked in, as well as Steve Roberts during that timeout. On the floor for the Corsairs, Louisville, Laga, Clayton, Abraham, and Jenkos. Abraham has it on the elbow right now, defended by Lawton. He's going to put up the 18-footer. Bit too strong there by Abraham, and Roberts corrals the rebound.
Lawton versus Abraham's a matchup we could see for another 3 years. Who will be broadcasting then?
It's a good question. It's Naheem Sanders with it now, top of the circle, hands it off to Gay. Gay into the lane, had it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Clayton poked that ball out of play, and Mike Palumbo is going to check in for Ethan Gay, who's going to take a seat.
Gay did some nice maneuvers right there to find himself underneath the basket, up and around. A bunch of players, just has the ball go out of bounds.
Well-deserved breather for Gay, who's having himself a whale of a ball game as that inbound pass is stolen by the Corsairs. Jenkos breaking down the left wing.
Certainly could have been better executed, that inbound play.
Into the paint, Abraham draws a little bit of contact. That's going to be called on Roberts. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good job there by Abraham, drawing the contact from Roberts. He'll go to the line now.
Yeah, 3 fouls right now on Steve Roberts, all defending Abraham. So looks like we can get Alex Cruz into this game as a substitute.
Steve Roberts not having the best ball game of the night, and a lot of that goes to the freshman at the foul line right now. Wale Abraham has been the kryptonite to Steve Roberts. Knocks down the first, nothing but nylon there. Cruz is going to check in. Sanders is going to hobble to the bench. Not hobble to the bench, trot to the bench.
Interesting to see that Steve Roberts is still in the game with 3. Hopefully it seems like everything, just getting a little talk from Coach Walsh is Naheem Sanders. Wale Abraham, 12 points.
The Wale Abraham free throw cuts the lead to 6. It's 37-31. 14:30 left in this ball game. The Anchormen with the lead. They're the 1 seed, number 16 team in all of Division III. Roberts trying to get to the hoop, and Wale Abraham is saying, Steve Roberts, I'm not letting you score tonight. Another block there from Abraham.
Wow, Abraham.
Man, is he athletic.
Does he play this good against other players in the LEC? I don't think so.
Foul line J from Abraham, no good. Cruz able to find a way to get that rebound. Carter has it, drops it off for Lawton, who's going to show his range and knocks down the 3. Don't know much about Ryan Lawton. Hasn't played a lot of basketball this season, but he shows everyone in the Murray Center that he's got some range from beyond the arc.
1 of 4 now on the season is Lawton. I was just about to look up his 3-point statistics on the season, to be honest with you. Because he grabbed the ball the last possession from behind the arc, could have shot it.
Jenko's with it now, looking to respond with a 3 of his own. No, off the back iron. Laga trying to track down that rebound. Threw that one off Cruz. It's going to stick with the Corsairs. Good hustle there by Steve Roberts trying to keep that one in. Abby Akani is going to check in for the Corsairs here.
I like the hustle from Roberts. Knocking into the media press row right there.
Elazar Clayton takes a breather. Steve Roberts gets substituted for Tom DeShanis. Steve Roberts visibly frustrated right now. Hasn't got his offense going at all in this game, and you can pin that on number 30, Wale Abraham.
I've said his name probably more than any other player from any other team this season.
He looks like he's going to have a fantastic season. He's going to cause the Anchormen trouble for years to come. Loose ball fell into the hands of Akani, and he finishes at the rim with contact. So he'll go to the line with a chance to complete the 3-point play the old school way.
Yeah. That's foul trouble on a couple of big guys right now for Rhode Island College. Roberts has 3. Lawton just picked up his 3rd. I'm pretty sure the ref loved that call because it was 44, push. So he didn't really have to move his fingers at all.
Akani misses the free throw. 5 team fouls on the Anchormen at the moment. 13 minutes left in this ball game. 7-point game here. Cruz has it on the wing, behind the back pass into Lawton on the low block. That was nifty. Underneath back to Cruz. Cruz, not really a great shot underneath, not a great angle.
Terrible offensive position behind the basket, really. But, I mean, he was open for a layup.
Laga has it, looking to cut into this Anchorman lead. Akani with it about 15 feet away from the basket. Working into the paint, had it knocked away by Cruz. Cruz breaking down the right wing. Floater off the glass, no. Gets his own rebound, draws the foul on Akani, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 there. Good possession by Cruz. Started the possession with the steal, gets his own rebound, draws a foul. But not a great free throw shooter is Alex Cruz, only 44% from the foul line. That's not good.
Yeah, that's probably the worst in the team. I don't know who exactly is the worst.
He's the lowest percentage on the team. Mike Neal, 48% shooter, 2nd worst, and he misses right on Q.
Like a great shot right there.
Randy Casey up off the bench. He's going to check in for the Anchormen.
Maybe the men's team should hire Stephanie Coro as a foul shot supervisor, the former Rhode Island College women's player. She was over at 90%, I believe, 2 years ago.
Carter's going to take a seat. Cruz knocked down the 2nd. The lead is back up to 8. Anchormen looking to get themselves to Friday. That game would be back inside the Murray Center against the winner of Southern Maine and UMass Boston. But there's still work to be done here as Laga cuts back door to the hoop, goes up and under, finishes with contact from Casey, and he'll go to the line with another opportunity for the 3-point play.
Yeah, this game right now is It's just not going away from Rhode Island College. And UMass Dartmouth is just playing some great basketball just to stay in it.
That's going to be the first personal on Randy Casey. Laga at the line on the season, 69%. Completes the three-point play the old school way, and we're going to see Jones check back in for the Corsairs. Laga's going to take a seat after that nifty play there.
One thing I haven't seen from Rick tonight, which I see a lot, especially against some of the worser competition, you would say, is fast break points.
Yep.
Just pushing the ball. Usually we get a couple dunks a game. Last game we got like 5. Tonight we got nothing.
Burton throws up the jumper and gets the teardrop to go.
Burton's having a nice night shooting. All his field goals have come from 10, 15 feet away from the basket.
He's got 8 points on the night as Jones picks up a loose ball. He won't have an easier bucket on the season. His first 2 points in the night. And the Corsairs respond once again.
Yeah, ball just gets knocked around. Finds Amen Jones wide open.
Burton has it now on the wing, crosses over Abraham, another J, that time too strong. Cruz gets the offensive board and finishes the gimme right underneath the hoop.
Yeah, I don't know, Burton was feeling it, that's why I think he took the shot, but UMass Dartmouth has got to be more aware on the rebounding side.
Akani, floater, in and out, off the glass, rebound corralled by Casey. Casey goes cross court to DeShanis, 3 in transition, short. Tracks down his own rebound, going baseline, blocked with a little bit of contact from Abraham. That'll send DeShanis to the line, and that's going to be the second personal on Wale Abraham.
I thought that looked clean. Maybe it's just because I have some kind of Wale Abraham bias in me right now because he's playing great.
Might have just got a little bit with that right arm into DeShanis, but a ticky-tack call. Could have gone either way.
Yep.
But it's 45-38, Anchorman with the lead, 11:05 left in this ball game. The Corsairs are going to have to find a way to put on a great offensive show here down the stretch because it looks like the Anchormen are starting to find their groove as well offensively. So
Yep.
not an easy proposition
UMass
for UMass
Dartmouth
Dartmouth.
we talked about it beforehand. They're getting rebounded 35 to 24 tonight. So if they want to have any sort of chance, they got to pick it up rebounding. We saw the last possession. Clayton didn't know what he was doing. Alex Hughes takes it from him, easy layup.
Let's swing around the Little East quickly. Keene State up 4 against Plymouth. That game is 39-35. EastCon leading over in-state rival WestCon. They have a 28-22 edge. And Southern Maine looks like they're going to punch their ticket to the semifinals as they are hammering UMass Boston 52-31.
Yeah, last Saturday, UMass Dartmouth actually beat the Huskies in Southern Maine. So probably their best win on the season because UMass Dartmouth 5-24, 5-20, excuse me. They've lost 3 of their last 15, won 3 of their last 15, so they've lost 12 of their last 15. Before they beat Southern Maine, they lost 4 in a row. Beat Southern Maine 82-74, so this team is not a great defensive team.
Winner of that ball game will play the winner of this ball game. The Anchormen hammered Southern Maine at home a few weeks ago, 64-46. So it's a good matchup for the Anchormen, but they got to get through this one. DeShanis, out of the timeout, is going to shoot 2 free throws. 2 strong off the first.
Tom is one of the better free throw shooters on. Excuse me, looking at the wrong guy. 62% for Tom on the season.
Pure on the second, so we got ourselves an 8-point ball game inside the Murray Center, first round of the LEC tournament. We'll be back with you potentially Friday if the Anchormen take care of business here. The Anchor women will be up in Gorham to take on Southern Maine in the women's side of this tournament.
First action of the day for Alex Rodriguez. Portuguese Alex Rodriguez, not the Dominican Alex baseball Rodriguez.
Really floated that one into Clayton, who did a good job tight roping the baseline to keep the ball in play. Jankos thought about the long 3. He's going to finally pop, and that's nothing but nylon for Jankos. He's got himself 8 points on the night.
8 points for the captain. 2 of them off 3s.
Trying to slice to the hoop was DeShanis. He draws the foul there.
And that'll be on Jankos.
Senior captain called on that one, his second personal. DeShanis right back to the charity stripe. It's a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more fouls in the second half. 6:05 for Rick, 5 for UMass Dartmouth. So these teams are going to be going to the line pretty good amount before this game's over. What kind of games do you like better, Jared?
Close games.
Games without fouls or games with fouls?
Games without.
Yeah.
As DeShanis knocks down the first.
better flow
Corsair substitution,
to the game.
number 31, Jake Laga, replaces John Ginkel.
Laga checks in for the Corsairs as DeShannis knocks down the second. The lead extended back to 7. And UMass has got to be thinking right now, what would this game be like with our leading scorer Mike Rotundo in action at the moment? He's in street clothes, not going to feature at all in this one, and that's a big loss for them. He might have been the difference maker in this ball game.
Well, Louisville's playing good. Jessic Louisville, the freshman, not turning the ball over, not scoring really either.
Jones, bit too strong on that three. DeShannis strong, pulling down that rebound, had arms all around him. Ball rotated around the arc. Carter goes to the low block, turnaround floater from Cruz is well short. Laga comes up with that loose ball. Louisville cross court to Jones. Jones into the lane, bounces one underneath to Clayton. He kept it inbound, but he's in a bad spot.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Walk trying to get out of that dangerous position. Possession is going to go back to the anchor men.
Clayton can run the floor. I don't know if you saw that at all. Louisville couldn't find him because there's 3 RIC guys around him, but Clayton was pretty much 100% running up that floor in that last possession. Wanted to get fed down low.
Carter has it now, top of the circle. He's going to pop a 3 and knock that one down. Tariq Carter, his first 3 of the ball game, and he's got himself 9 points.
9 points for the captain. Now that's with Ethan Gay for the team high.
We're going to get a foul called on the floor there.
15 on Ethan Gay. Third, send him to the line.
Third personal on Ethan Gay. And we're going to see number 50, mystery man number 50, check back in for the Corsairs.
Mr. Man, first name Mystery, last name Man. Mystery Man.
Sanders is going to check in for Gay, who's going to take a seat with 3 personals. Louisville shooting 1 and 1. On the night, Louisville is 0 for 1 from the charity stripe, missed the front end of a 1 and 1 his last time out. Clanged that one off the front rim, got it to go.
The last starter for both squads to finally get on the scoreboard, Jessic Louisville.
9:14 left in this ball game inside the Murray Center. It's 51-42. Corsairs looking to keep within striking distance here. Don't want to fall too far behind. Louisville gets the second to go. That was a pure free throw. And he's going to take a seat as we're going to see mystery man number 50 check back in. Chris Rivera. Chris Rivera is going to check in here.
Okay, is he on our roster?
Normally number 15, 5'7" guard out of Holyoke, Massachusetts. He's wearing number 50 at the moment. Carter into the paint. Couldn't finish with the right hand, but a good putback finish by Tariq Carter. Didn't think he could get his own rebound there, but he did and finished, and he's got 11 on the night.
See, another example of Rick missing a layup and then coming back and scoring.
Good backdoor cut by Jones. Good feed on the elbow from Clayton, and he's got himself 2 more points.
Good take from Jones. I mean, he's a freshman, you know, and he had Chris Burton right there, who's one of the best shot blockers in the conference. So to take it right there, good take from Jones.
You got to say, with the young core of Jones, Louisville, and Abraham, this UMass Dartmouth team is going to be dangerous in the Little East for years to come.
Oh, definitely. Also, Connie's a freshman. We saw Moisey Ballou earlier.
Turnaround Jay from Sanders was short. Rodriguez pulls down his first rebound of the night, has barely played at all for the Corsairs tonight. We saw him feature big time on February 5th. Ball rotated around the perimeter. Jones lost possession of it for just a moment. And then he had it stolen away by Sanders. Sanders accelerates into the open court, and he missed the layup. Good job by Rivera getting back and putting pressure on Sanders.
Yeah, you don't see that bad of a miss usually. Sanders looks like he could have got hurt.
And Laga responds on the other end for 3, and the lead is back down to 5. And we got ourselves a ball game here. That's a 5-point swing there for the anchorman as Sanders missed the layup on one end. Laga knocks down the 3 on the other.
What a change of events right there. Could have been a 10-point lead. Instead, it's now 5.
Burton on the baseline working on Rodriguez. Slides into the paint. Puts up the left-handed shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Loose ball corralled by Rivera in the Corsairs. Now they've struggled to break the 5-point lead barrier. Let's see if they can cut into it a bit more here. Rodriguez Tried to skip one inside to Clayton. We're going to get a call. That's going to be a reach in on Cruz. It's going to be his second personal of the night. And that's going to send Clayton to the line, as that's the 7th team foul on the Anchorman, as we're going to get another media timeout here.
Oh, a lot closer than we thought, huh, Jared?
Absolutely. We were talking earlier today saying the Anchorman should probably handle their business, won't really be a close game. No one told that to UMass Dartmouth. They've come in here, played a great game of basketball. They're within striking distance. They have a man at the line shooting 1-1, so opportunities to keep cutting into this lead. This is going to get interesting real quick.
Yeah, it's also interesting because if you look at the stats, UMass Dartmouth should not be within 5 points. I mean, they're getting killed on the rebounding margin, 37 to 28. They're not shooting anything out of this world, 40%. But they're still in the game. Rhode Island College is knocking a lot of their shots down. Getting some guys in foul trouble, some of the big men, Steve Roberts and Ryan Lawton, who's emerged tonight. So yeah, I mean, we got 7 minutes more of basketball, and then it should be a good 7 minutes, Warehouse.
Absolutely, and you got to say this Anchorman team, as mentally tough as they come, they've been in situations like this on multiple occasions this season. But let's see how you respond in a situation where the pressure's on. If you slip up, you're out of the tournament. And a lot of people are going to say, whoa, what happened in Providence tonight?
Yeah, I mean, so they got to come out and get this win. I mean, the Little East Conference this year, RIC 13 wins. That's the most ever for Rhode Island College in conference. I think it tied the record. And then it seems like the Little East could be a one-bid league. Last year we were talking possibly 4 teams with WestCon, EastCon, RIC, and Keene State. Keene State did not make the tournament. Probably one of the teams that should have, as Clayton missed his free throw. But this year it seems like RIC, and if they lose, whoever wins.
Yep. Roberts with it at the top of the circle. Lawton checked back in during that media timeout. Onto the low block to Shannis. Backing down Rivera, too strong with his shot. Volleyball underneath. Ball pinged out to Carter. Good feed underneath to Roberts, and he still can't get off the schneid here. Offensive rebound chased down by Burton, and he finishes with contact.
Wow, what a sequence of events. Nothing could go right for UMass Dartmouth. Everything, they were putting every sort of effort into preventing Ray from scoring, as Abraham just picked up his 3rd personal. Rebound comes around, gets tipped back to Tyree Carter. Tyree Carter finds Steve Roberts right underneath the basket. Can't finish, had pressure his way. Wide open Chris Burton, he takes advantage.
Burton, chance here to complete the 3-point play the old school way. Missed that free throw, and Abraham able to get the rebound. Lawton was putting some pressure on him from behind. We got ourselves a 7-point game here, 6:25 left here inside the Murray Center. A lot of basketball to be played. Akani, he's got an open look. He's going to pop the 3, no, and Lawton fortuitously gets that defensive rebound, excuse me.
Yeah, first rebound of the night for Lawton, the 6'3" freshman out of West Warwick High School. You know what West Warwick High School nickname is?
No.
I believe it's the Wizards. Don't know if I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know
Don't
either,
know if I'm sure. I know I'm not sure.
DeShannis, he's going to go baseline here. Scoop
Great
finish
take.
and gets it to go. Tom DeShannis extends the Anchorman lead out to 9. And we have an injured Corsair down, and that's Wale Abraham. That's the last guy Coach Brian Baptiste wants to see on the ground in pain, because he's been phenomenal tonight.
Good thing UMass Dartmouth, since they're so close, brought their own trainer here. So it's good to see him hustle out into the floor. Tom DeShannis, great take, though. 10 points right now on Tom DeShannis. From our angle, it looked like he was going to run into a roadblock of 2 Corsairs at the very least. Finds an angle to the basket and puts up a little finger roll.
That right knee of Abraham in some serious pain.
Hopefully he's all right. Sometimes, this happened to me before. I just get clocked in the knee, and I'm like, is my knee ever going to feel better?
Yep.
Am I going to walk again?
Yep.
And then like 5 minutes later, you're like, what was that big deal all about? Like,
you're all good.
For the first 5 minutes, you can't stand up. The next 5 minutes, you can just go run 5 miles.
UMass Dartmouth trainer checking him out. Looks like Abraham wants to pop back up.
Well, now, it'd be interesting to see if Rhode Island College is nice and lets Abraham, if he needs to, use their stationary bike behind that bench.
Probably will not.
Looks like he's fine.
He's going to walk this one off, heading back towards the UMass Dartmouth bench. We'll see a substitution here for the Corsairs. The Anchorman, though, very quietly extended this lead back to 9. It hasn't been pretty, but they have it there. It's 57-48. UMass Dartmouth is really going to have to put in a serious effort here in the last 5.5 minutes. Number 3 defense in the nation, the Anchormen. A 9-point lead. It's a mountain to climb.
9 points, 5:48 to go. It was just 5 points with 7 minutes to go. And UMass Dartmouth's best offensive player tonight, Wally Abraham, he's on the bench. Mike Rotanda is not dressed in uniform. He's on the bench in a tie, purple shirt, white tie. What do you think about that look?
Nah, it's not that great.
Okay.
Rodriguez trying to attack the rim, draws the foul there on Burton, who rotated over. That's going to be his 3rd personal.
We had to get some fashion statement advice from the warehouse at some point tonight, and we just got it.
Rodriguez at the foul line on the season, shooting 71%. Good touch for a big man. 6'7" out of Fall River, Durfee High School.
And look who just walked in.
Rodriguez, too strong on the first. Got to make these freebies if you want to mount a comeback here inside the Murray Center. Rodriguez set for the 2nd. And he gets that one to go. So we have ourselves an 8-point ball game.
Warehouse, how you like it?
9-point ball game.
How you liking the score sheet you got right there?
It's not bad. It's working for me. It's an 8-point ball game. Make that official there.
I use better ones than these, man. You want me to hook you up?
No.
All right.
Burton has it now on the foul line extended. Gives it off to Ethan Gay. Carter's got an open look for 3. Too strong there. And Rodriguez pulls down the rebound. Pressure put on by Gay, who's having a good night, both on the glass and scoring. Only 5'10". Laga's got an open look for 3, and he knocks that down. He can shoot. He's got 3 threes on the night for 9 points. Lead back down to 5.
Oh, yeah, this game, what do you know? Rick takes a 9-point lead. Now it's back down to 9. Crazy game right here. It's staying close. Oh, and there's going to be a turnover, almost.
Gay had to hustle to keep that in play. Gets it off to Carter. He attacks, baseline, feed. Missed everything there to Burton. Lawton, a little too intricate there, was trying the backdoor cut.
I thought Lawton should have just went right back up in the ball.
Yep. Louisville spinning into the paint. Back out to Jenkos. Fade away Jay. Jenkos off the back iron. Defensive rebound. Pulled down by Burton, and they're going to get a foul there on Akani. He reached in.
Yeah, good rebound from Burton. One hand was covered by the defender. One hand got the basketball. So, yeah, that'll send him to the line.
It's going to be the 3rd personal on Abby Akani. Chris Burton will go to the line. And every time the Corsairs have gotten the lead down to 5, they've stuttered a little bit and haven't been able to get it any closer than that. 1-1 here for Chris Burton.
Burton, one of 3 guys for Rick, double figures tonight.
Knocks down the first. Just slowly extending that lead here, back up to 6. But with Laga and Jenkos on the floor, they can knock down open looks from beyond the arc, so anything can happen. Well short on the second, but the offensive board falls right back to Burton.
Oh, demoralizing stuff for the Corsairs.
Gay with it now, rotated up top. DeShannis bounces one off to Carter, who rotates it inside to Lawton. Lawton trying to go to work on Rodriguez. Try to find the crashing Burton off his hands. They're going to say last touched off Burton. Possession back with the Corsairs. 4:04 left in this ball game.
Yeah, I thought the ball should have been handled by Chris Burton right there. Tough pass because it was pretty much a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from about 3 feet away. You know how those go.
Jenkos with it. Has it into Akani. Rotated to Louisville. He goes inside underneath the Jenkos, and he missed an easy bunny. That's another demoralizing possession for UMass Dartmouth.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunities have been there for UMass Dartmouth to really grab this game and take it, put it in their lead, but that's one of the things that's happened. Jenkos, we've said a couple things about him, letting guys get past him, rebounding, missing layups like that. Not going to do yourself any favors.
This could be his last time wearing that Corsair uniform as we have a foul on the floor. They're going to call that one on Louisville.
Jenkos is a junior.
It's a junior, my bad.
No seniors on the team.
That's his first personal.
But he is a captain.
as we get a timeout here, media timeout. 3:23 left in this ballgame. It's 58-52. Anchorman with the 6-point lead.
Yeah, it should be the last time out of the game, so it's going to be straight up basketball from here, unless one of the coaches calls a timeout, which
will
probably
certainly
will happen.
happen.
Probably will happen, yeah. So right now, both teams in the bonus. Not quite the double bonus yet, but one more foul from Rick, and that'll send Dartmouth into it, and then 2 more fouls from Dartmouth, and that'll send Rick into the double bonus. But right now, like you said, the story of the game is second half at least.
Yep.
UMass Dartmouth can't get anywhere past 5 points for a round.
Had opportunities, haven't been able to take advantage of any of them yet. The Anchorman, a tough team to beat inside the Murray Center. Only 1 loss here all 2 losses here all season. 1 to Amherst, 1 to EastCon. That was their only conference loss, was to EastCon here. And that was not right before the winter break, but before their last game before the winter break. They played Johnson and Wales, went on winter break. Before that, they lost to EastCon here.
And Rhode Island College, you know, they usually play a lot of top 25 teams. Usually there's 1 or 2 maybe from the LEC in the top 25, none right now except Rick. And then their non-conference schedule is scattered with high-profile teams. WPI they lost to.
Yep.
Their top 10. Amherst got some number 1 votes, or number 1 vote. They got one number 1 vote this week. MIT, like we said, they were number 1 ranked when Rick beat them. Now they're 19th, I think, in the country.
Gay misses the front end of the 1-and-1, so the lead remains 6. The Corsairs with another opportunity here. Akani off the glass and gets it to go. Lead down to 4.
Yeah, we want to see if Wally Abraham will come back into this game. Alex Rodriguez has really had to play the 5 right now. Not doing a bad job, but he's not as dynamic.
And we saw when the Corsair women played the Anchor women here, we saw Kelsey Garrity go down. We didn't think she'd come back in. That ball game went to overtime, and she put on a late game heroics, able to win it for the Corsairs. Will Wale Abraham be able to follow suit here? Up and under by Burton, too strong off the glass.
Great find from Carter with only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And Burton up and under with the hoop in his way, can't get it to go.
Lofted into Rodriguez. He's double teamed on the low block. Able to find Laga. Rotated to Jenkos. Onto the foul line. Shot from Akani. In and out. Board snagged by Tom DeShanis.
Really important board right there. UMass Dartmouth only has 6 offensive rebounds. You know how many Rick has? 20.
That is not
That's
a good
a lot of
stat
missed
for the
layups.
Corsairs, yes. Gay with it for the Anchorman. 2 minutes left in this ball game.
That's the rebounding edge right there, because they both have the same amount of defensive rebounds, 25 a pop. Rick has 20 offensive rebounds compared to 6 for UMass Dartmouth. Coach Baptiste must be losing his mind when Rick gets these offensive boards.
But it's just a 4-point ball game as we have a timeout. I believe that was Coach Baptiste who called that.
2 minutes even to go. 2 minutes to go.
Right at 2 minutes left. Anchorman only up 4. Again, the winner of this game will play the winner of UMass Boston in Southern Maine. That game underway at the moment. I believe that game is being played up in Gorham, which is too bad for UMass Boston because that is a hike and a half.
The matchups the basketball guides have blessed these matchups very geographically friendly, I'd say. Both Connecticut schools playing each other, both 195 schools playing each other, both New Hampshire schools, and then Southern Maine and Boston. It's probably only an hour and a half.
From Boston to Southern Maine?
Maybe 2 hours.
Is nowhere.
It's probably about 2 hours. Well, it was 3
It
hours.
is definitely
it's
not
about
an hour and a half.
3 hours to get there from here, and it's about an hour to get to Boston. So yeah, that'd be 2 hours.
Yeah, it's definitely not an hour and a half.
I've come back from Maine and got to here in less than 2 hours, so the ride back might not be so bad.
It's going to be a tough ride back for them as they're getting blown out right now at 64-38. The Huskies pretty much have their ticket punched to a Friday night matchup with the winner of this ball game. Will it be here inside the Murray Center?
And that would be at 5. Would that be at 5:30?
That was the women's
yeah,
side.
but it's probably the same seeds now, right? So
yeah.
Both Rick teams could be playing at the same time on Friday. That would be a downright disgrace.
Carter in the paint. Missed his shot. Lawton gets an offensive board, put it back up. Again, another offensive rebound for the Anchormen, and now they're going to use some clock here. They'll be able to take the clock down to about 1:20
Yep, there's two more offensive rebounds right there. Baptiste threw up his hands, and what is going on? He gave the old what though with his hands.
Carter with it, just milking some clock. 1:25 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Anchorman now, they'll get going. Baseline, spinning into the lane.
Got to throw up something here.
DeShanis had it blocked by Rodriguez.
Oh, it did not go.
The offensive boards continue to fall for the Anchormen, but they can't hit.
That possession just lasted 49 seconds.
So we have 1 minute, about a minute left, and that's a huge steal by the Anchormen. Gay into the open court, finishes off the glass, lead back up to 6, and that is just a huge mistake by the Corsairs.
Wow, the Corsairs had so many chances so far to be close, to take a lead.
Elbow to Akani, his jumper in and out. Offensive board pulled down by Louisville underneath, and he draws the foul with 40 seconds left in this ball game. The Corsairs will certainly be kicking themselves after this one if they're unable to notch a win here. Tough way to end your season. You play a great game against a good team, but you fall short because you make one too many mistakes and you can't pull down a defensive board to save your soul.
Oh. That was just unfortunate stuff right there from the UMass Dartmouth.
Louisville clangs the first short. Lead remains 6. And at this point, we're going to need another Murray Center miracle if the Corsairs want to win this one. But a valiant effort by the number 8 seed in the Little East came in here. All the odds against them, played an unbelievable basketball game, but they're going to come up short.
Don't have their leading scorer, but they'll be back. The next year, they'll probably be maybe a 4 or 5 seed. And then 2 years from now, it seems like they have a great chance of winning this NCAA tournament. Little East tournament.
Louisville makes the free throw. It's a 5-point ball game, 40 seconds left. Don't want to speak too soon and say this game is over, but the Anchormen will use all 35 seconds of this shot clock. They'll get a look. That'll leave the Corsairs only 5 seconds, and there's not much they can do. Down 5 with 5 seconds left.
And you want to send your better free throw shooters to the line right in this situation. So that means Naheem Sanders will check in, Steve Roberts will check in, Tyree Carter, he's already in the game, and then Ethan Gay, Mike Palumbo. Those are your best 5 foul shooters. We'll probably see probably most of them inside this inside the 5 when we come out of this huddle right here. Bob Walsh does a lot of crouching.
Yep.
I don't know how his basketball career panned out, but I'm sure he played a little bit behind the plate when he was playing youth baseball.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Stiff test here in the first round of the LEC tournament for the Anchormen. I think they're going to be happy with getting a good test, being tested here, because certainly Southern Maine's going to come down here, and they're going to want revenge after they came down here last week and got blown out. So that'll be a tough game, and then if they're able to get through the Huskies, the finals will certainly be tough, as EastCon and Keene have played great basketball, and EastCon's already beat you in your own gym.
So yeah, we're not going to see the best free throw shooter on the RIC, Naheem Sanders. We're going to see, I wonder if Rick's going to pull this maneuver where they pass it to someone else.
Yep.
Behind the baseline.
Yep.
It looks like they could do that with Palumbo. Maybe not, though.
Foul will send the Anchormen to the line to shoot 1 and 1. They
there we go.
do use that patented inbounded technique. DeShanis has it. Not fouled there. DeShanis, now he is going to be fouled. I believe they're going to call that one on Louisville. I think Louisville was trying to pick that foul up earlier in the shot clock there. Didn't get it. You got 35.3 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. DeShanis at the line shooting 1 and 1. Jacob Page and Ethan Gay check in. Chris Burton and Mike Palumbo both go to the bench.
Yeah, this game is interesting. It still should go to Rick. We can count on Page or Lawton to maybe get an offensive rebound here if this is missed, which it is.
And Clayton tracks down the board.
It's only a 5-point game.
So do the Corsairs go for the 2 or do they look for the 3 here? If they're going to get a 3, it's either going to be Jankos or Laga.
I think you just got to get a good open shot, and they're wasting a lot of time.
Clayton to the basket, couldn't get it to go off the glass. And we're going to get a foul there.
It looks like it's on Lawton.
Believe they're going to call that on Jacob Page. I think that was 41.
Jacob Page, yep.
His second of the night. That sends Rodriguez to the line to shoot 2. 20 seconds on the game clock. He's going to have to knock down both of these. Going to have to foul quickly and hope another miss. Well, they're going to have to miss both because the next foul will send the Anchormen to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he's one of their better free throw shooters at 71%, but he just missed that one. He's already missed tonight. 23 minutes we've seen from Rodriguez. We didn't come a game, but he didn't come in until the second half.
Yep. So the second from Rodriguez gets it to go. It's a 4-point ball game. Chris Burton's going to check back in. We're going to see a substitution here or a timeout. A little confusion here on what's going on. I think we're going to get a timeout from the Corsairs. They're going to talk things over. You got a foul, but that puts you in the double bonus. The Anchormen have an opportunity to shoot 2, and you're down 4. So it's a long shot. Technically still possible, but a long, long, long shot.
Yeah, the next foul will send Rick for 2 at the line, so that hurts your chances a little bit. Rick, I don't know why they haven't put in their best free throw shooters. Naheem Sanders, we haven't seen him, it seems like, since halfway through the half. When he went down, he missed that easy layup on the fast break. And he's sitting right next to Press Row. He's the closest guy to be checking in. Usually when that happens, you'll see him check in next substitution, no matter who's in that seat. Special seat.
Carter's going to inbound it. Rodriguez is going to get right in his face while we're inbounding it. But again, we're going to see the move where it stays out of bounds. They rotate it to Palumbo. He got it into Lawton. Palumbo, not fouled there, gets it off to Carter. Press broken and a dunk there by Chris Burton for good measure.
I'm surprised they didn't call a foul right there. Send Mikey Palumbo to the line.
Jankos misses the 3. Laga gets the offensive board, but it's going to be for naught. As we have under 5 left in the game, Jankos misses another 3. Laga another board. Up and in. They're going to count it. So the final score will be Anchorman 62, Corsairs 58. Closer than the experts thought. But the Anchormen find a way to pull out the W, and they'll move on to a Friday night matchup against Southern Maine. So guess what? It'll be Anchor Women versus Southern Maine. It'll be Anchormen versus Southern Maine. One team will be up in Gorham. The Anchormen will be here on Friday.
A double dip. They gotta get that game at different times. So both Husky fans and
we're both
Husky
fan bases are going to be in some
and
trouble.
Anchor men / Anchor women fans can see the teams they want. I just sat on my goldfish and
that's not a good thing.
No. Looks like we can get Tom DeShanis sent our way. Tom DeShanis joining Jared Ware and myself, Dan Charis, here on Anchor TV. Tom, you working out the kinks of that headset? Jared's going to help him out here.
No problem. No problem. They can get confusing over there sometimes.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Tom, opening round of the LEC tournament. Closer than the experts thought. What's it like to get this game out of the way, the first one in this tournament?
It's good to get it out of the way. I mean, we didn't really show up how we should have. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game coming in. I mean, desperation time for them, so, I mean, it was tough.
What do you got to say about Wally Abraham from UMass Dartmouth? He was having a day for himself down low, had like 8 blocks.
Yeah, he was punching everybody's stuff. I mean, we weren't really going up too strong, but he's a pretty athletic kid. I mean, coach had told us coming in that he was going to be a shot blocker, so, I mean, I wasn't surprised.
10.7 boards for yourself. How do you grade out your performance tonight?
I thought I could have played better. I could have shot the ball a little bit better, attacked the rim a little bit better, but, I mean, we got the win. That's all that really matters.
So you got the win. You know who you're playing next round?
I do not yet.
You want us to inform you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Southern Maine.
Southern Maine
won. So you're going to be playing the Huskies. Rick Women's
That's not
team
a
won
final,
also.
but they're up by 22.
The Anchor Woman won, so they're playing Southern Maine also. Side fact. But what do you got to do this weekend? Are you looking forward to the weekend? It's
of course.
going to be here.
It's all I've been looking forward to since last year when we lost to EastCon. So, I mean, it's definitely a big weekend for us, and we need to come through strong.
Get the crowd here, right?
Yeah, definitely. We need you guys back up there.
Yeah, I mean, we enjoy these broadcasts, but
we
I mean, we have fun up there too.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping tonight.
We'll get back up there. If the team wants it, the team gets it. Anyways, you were on the team last year that made the finals of this tournament. What's it gonna take for this team to reverse the trend, actually win the tournament this year?
We just got to be tough on D. I mean, last year we went into EastCon and they kind of just handed it to us. I mean, we just got to hand it to them this year. So that's all we need to do.
All right.
Yep.
Good luck this weekend, Tom.
Best of luck. Tom DeShanis, 10 points, 7 boards as the Anchormen picked up the 4-point victory over the Corsairs.
We got it.
Yeah, turn off the
So
mic.
this looks like it'll officially be my last broadcast. We went over the El Senior
Yep.
Day theatrics last broadcast,
Yep.
but today, well, we didn't know that this was going to happen. Like, we didn't think that Rick was going to have a game. They changed around the playoff policies, and Rick does have a game. So, last broadcast. Thanks to everyone again who was there throughout my broadcasting career. It's been a lot of fun.
Yep.
And I had a lot of fun at Rick. So I'm gonna be graduating. And what do you think about that, Warehouse?
That is unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
So we got some LEC games still in action. EastCon up 4 over WestCon. Those scores are obviously not updated because they never do. Plymouth State has a 2-point edge over Keene State at the moment. That could be the big upset of the night in the LEC in either the men's or women's. It's been all scratch so far, but the Panthers looking to maybe throw a monkey wrench in this tournament. We shall see as the night moves on. We'll be off the air by the time that ends, but we will be back on air Friday night.
Yes.
As the Huskies travel down from Gorham. Maybe they could take 2 buses and meet halfway. Change buses and keep going because you got the women going up north for the anchor women, and the Huskies coming down south. So
no. Let's try to see what time these games are going to be. You want me to ask Eddie?
It looks so. The anchor women are scheduled for 5:30.
What time are these games on Friday? Do you know? I don't know if it's because they say Rick woman 5:30.
That's set in stone. That's up and ready to go.
5:30. And Rick plays Southern Maine in both of them, so I was thinking maybe they'll flip-flop them. Maybe not. They should flip-flop the game, so get both of them.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to see the women play at 5:30 and the men here play at 7:30.
We should probably get a big screen.
Yep.
Except it wouldn't be able to work in here.
Yep.
With the women's, somewhere.
Well, you could
somewhere
project it. You could project it in gauge. And then walk over here.
No, you know where you want to project it is in Alger. Go in the ballroom in Alger.
Yep.
And then we'll get one of those EPL from the pub to the stadium sort of deals.
Do you got a loose leaf paper I can
just take
paper that again.
Yeah, use that.
Low tech, but it works as we're joined by Coach Walsh. Coach, our preseason research didn't even show that you guys would play a game tonight, so we were surprised that you guys had to play this first round game. UMass, 8th seed in the tournament, came and played you tough. How do you think your team performed tonight?
I thought we were terrible. It was really the worst we've been in a long time. We just didn't seem mentally invested the way we needed to be, and it started on the defensive end. We were fortunate that they missed a lot of shots. In the first half. I know we had a timeout. It was 15 up, and we should have been down 10, with the shots they were getting. So it wasn't a great performance. Luckily, we have it in our DNA a little bit that we're going to find a way to win. And some other guys like Ryan Lawton, who haven't been playing a lot, stepped up and helped us. So that's the good news. The bad news is we had certain guys that we count on that we couldn't count on tonight. And, that's got to change if we're going to keep moving forward.
Do you like having this game, or would you have preferred to have a bye?
Well, I liked having it until today, and then, it would have been nice to have a bye. But ultimately, for the good of the league, it's important to have this game because it helps you get to the NCAA tournament, and it helps you get a home game if you're going to get in. And, it just increases your chances. I don't see why you wouldn't have all 8 teams play. Now, look, at 22-3 and coming back from Keene, you say, yeah, a bye wouldn't be so bad on Tuesday, especially, Dartmouth competes so hard. It's always a battle. We knew it would be tough. But for the good of the league, for the good of everybody, a chance to get another win certainly helps your NCAA tournament opportunities.
So, Coach, you'll be back here this Friday hosting the LEC tournament. What do you got to do to get this championship back to Rhode Island College?
Well, we got to defend better, and we've got to play with a higher level of intensity. It's this time of year you don't really have a lot of time to figure it out. We won, and that's the important thing, so we'll move forward. But, we got to make sure that we're completely invested. I don't know if we had a huge win at Keene to win the league, and it was very emotional and intense. There is an 8 next to their name, and no matter how tough they played us, maybe our guys dropped off mentally. It doesn't matter. It's unacceptable. It can't happen. So we've got to be a lot mentally tougher if we're going to win this weekend.
LEC tournament, if nobody's ever seen it, one of the better Division III tournaments some classic games. Rick Keene a few years ago. Both semifinals last year were great games. This campus, it's not the greatest. We had some fans tonight, but if you had a message to the Rhode Island College students, what would you tell them about coming to the game this weekend?
Well, be here Friday at 6 o'clock with bells on. You know, it's going to be, it'll be a great atmosphere. They'll be here. You know, we've spoiled them a little bit with our success, and I'm sure some of them looked at it like, Tuesday night, you know, it's just the first game. But, you know, we ended up with a pretty good crowd, and, you know, the students have been supportive of us, and it's high-level basketball. I mean, you guys know that. You're going to see two teams really compete and great entertainment. So hopefully we'll have a great crowd.
Okay.
Back on the floor, Wale Abraham was all over the place defensively on the low block. What did you tell your guys at the half? Because the second half didn't have as many blocks as he did in that first period. So were there any adjustments you had to make underneath to kind of neutralize his defensive game?
Not, there wasn't really anything we can do. What I told him at the half is I think that guy's going to set a record for blocks if we keep going as soft as we do to the rim. You know, we just kind of throw the ball up there and hope. And, you know, he's a really talented athlete, but, you know, we got to do a better job, and we've been talking about it all year. When we get it to the rim, which is what we're looking to do, we got to get 2 points or 2 free throws out of it, you know, most of the time. You know, when a kid makes an athletic play and blocks a shot, fine, but you know, we've just been really soft going to the rim, and soft doesn't win in our league.
Yeah, you out-rebounded them on the offensive glass 22-6, so that's a pretty good number.
Yeah, no, that's a good effort stat to have, certainly.
All right.
And we saw Mike Neal in street clothes. Will he feature in Friday's game, or is it going to be a game-time decision?
We don't know yet. He's, you know, feeling better, so hopefully, you know, we'll have him. We think, you know, he might be able to practice Thursday, so hopefully we'll see him Friday.
And was Ryan Lawton's minutes a byproduct of him being out, or will we continue to see Lawton pick up minutes like that on Friday?
Well, it started that way. You know, Ryan has done a great job in practice, but it gave him an opportunity. But, look, we finished the game with him tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays the way he's playing. He's going to need to play, so we'll certainly get him in there.
Okay,
Anything
Coach,
else
I'm
you?
all
Coach,
set.
thank
Good
you.
luck Friday and
Best
hopefully
of luck
Saturday.
Friday night.
All right, guys, thanks a lot.
All right, so we're going to close out the Danny A. and Jared Ware broadcast season on that note. Again, final score inside the Murray Center, the Rhode Island College Anchorman 62, the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs 58 for everyone at Anchor TV. That's all we got for you this year. I had a tremendous time calling these games.
And I had a great career, so
Yep.
everyone who was a part of it, thanks. And it'll be a great memory throughout the rest of my life.
Absolutely. Signing off
I mean that.
Signing off for the final time in the 2012-2013 season. Tip your waiter. See you guys later.